Good morning. I just slept for 13 hours, so I'm in a really good mood, and I love all of you. I'm going to be doing a tutorial today on wraps. I know there's already a tutorial on wraps out. I'm going to be continuing it, showing you some cool wraps that you can do. So first, I'm just going to break down all of the different basic kinds of wraps. There are a lot of them, so bear with me. I believe you've already been shown this. This is the most basic of wrap sequences. It's just a series of forearm wraps. You've already been shown these. These are shotgun wraps, also known as hand wraps, I guess. I call them shotgun wraps. I will always call them shotgun wraps. If I say shotgun wraps, this is what I mean. You've been shown thigh wraps. Thigh wraps are useful, but don't get used all that often the way I do wraps. Some people use them more than me, some people use them less. These are thigh wraps. Now, so that's the stuff you've already been shown. The other stuff that there are shin wraps. These are shin wraps. There are also tricep wraps. This is a tricep wrap behind your body. So you kind of hold it's the same thing you do in Wraps 360. You hold your elbow out and you wrap on your tricep. There are ankle wraps, or I guess you could call them calf wraps too, behind your body. So there are those. There are bicep wraps in front of your body. Again, that works on top and for both arms, obviously. Bicep wraps. There are neck wraps. I like neck wraps. Neck wraps are cool. And I may be missing something, but the final one that I use that a lot of people don't think of are foot wraps. Foot wraps are very, very useful. Never discount your foot. They're a lot easier when you're not wearing shoes or sandals or anything, or flip-flops. So they're a lot easier barefoot, but you can do them with shoes. So those are the basic wraps. I haven't counted them ever, but those are the basics. Those are the things that you will be putting together to do more complicated things. Each of those is just for one hand on one part of your body. Now I'm going to show you how to put them together. And it looks a lot cooler when you put them together because you can make patterns and stuff. So, for instance, in split time, you can do pairs of bicep wraps. I call them spiral wraps. I'm just going to call them spiral wraps. You can do these. In reality, this is half of a sun wrap on top. This is a sun wrap. Each one is doing a bicep wrap on each side, but they're doing it on opposite sides in a butterfly motion. This is a moon wrap. It's the same thing on the bottom. Again, bicep wrap on each side, bicep wrap on each side, but they're doing it on opposite sides at all times. So if you do half of a sun wrap, see, half of a sun wrap and half of a moon wrap, you can do spiral wraps, which look really cool. Alternatively, you can do a full circle on each side, and each string only wraps on one bicep. So see, this string only wraps on the other bicep. It never wraps on its own bicep. And this string only wraps on the other bicep, never wraps on its own bicep. You can do that. Hold on. There we go. You can do that. That's cool. It looks very, very similar to spiral wraps. There's not a huge difference. Other stuff you can do with double bicep wraps. So that is a category of double bicep wraps. Spirals are a category of double bicep wraps. Or spiral wraps are. These are also spiral wraps, but that's a category of shotgun wraps. That's just a double shotgun wrap around your hands. Other cool stuff you can do with double bicep wraps are these. I really like these. You can also do them like this. You can also do them, hold on. I mean, this is the same thing I just did before. But those are just from butterfly. You wrap on the same bicep, like trying to get it to stay, and it's not staying. There, like so, and then you switch, and you get it to wrap on. Stay! It's not staying, but wrap on the other bicep, and then you just wrap, back and forth. This is one of the more difficult of the double wraps. Double because you're using both strings. Both strings are wrapping. It's a trick that uses both strings. So that's one of the more difficult double wraps because your sticks want to hit each other. You have to be very, very precise as to where you're wrapping the strings and which one you are wrapping where. Because there's only so much space. Hold on. There's only so much space on your bicep. So, as you can see, they're both wrapping very, very close to each other. And on the other side, again, they're both wrapping very, very close to each other. So, what I do is I have them do a kind of crisscross pattern. So this hand, when it's wrapping on its own bicep, wraps very, very close to the elbow. When it's wrapping on the other one, it wraps very, very close to the shoulder. This one, when it's wrapping on its own elbow, wraps very, very close to the elbow. On the other side, very, very close to the shoulder. I'm going to see if I can show that to you like this. I probably won't be able to, but here goes. That's what I do. So if you can slow that down somehow, you can see where I wrap each string each time. They do hit each other, and it's hard. It's not very difficult, but you have to stay vigilant in keeping track of which one is where. Other kinds of wraps you can do. You can do alternating shin and tricep wraps. This is the one I did when I was showing you shin and tricep wraps individually because it's hard to just do one of those. These look cool because it's like, I don't know, it's a cool pattern. So that's nothing but a shin wrap, then a tricep wrap, back and forth, except alternating. You can do the same thing with your foot, like so. It looks about the same. You can do alternating double bicep, thigh or shin neck wraps. Those look kind of silly. I never really do them. But anything with your neck is fun. The neck wraps are going to be the hardest of the individual ones to learn. Especially when you're not just doing it out of, like when you're not just practicing it, it becomes even more difficult because you have to go from like standing to sticking your neck out because your neck is a vertical surface. So theoretically you could do horizontal neck wraps, but that's the only thing you can do standing, and they look kind of dumb. So you have to stick your neck out, and if you want to look forward, you have to like lift your chin. You don't have to look forward. You can do this. Neck wraps kind of hurt if you don't do them right. You really have to hit it. Yeah, so I hit it with my spine is where this part of the glow stick hits. So I think it was Cami who did, I don't know if that's how I pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Cami did the wraps video, the original one, and she said you want to hit your body there so that it creates a pivot point for just the glow stick, and that is very true. Do that. You can see that's what I'm doing. But it is most true for the neck wrap because it's your neck, and your neck is very important, and we like your neck, and we want your neck to stay not hurt. You're not really gonna like strangle yourself or anything, but it's uncomfortable if you do a neck wrap wrong. So you want your spine to be that pivot point. Your spine, the center of your neck. So it's gonna come around, hit your spine, come just like down here, and then go back around. Other thing you can do with neck wraps is you can do double neck wraps. I never do reverse double neck wraps. So reverse double neck wraps being coming out of a reverse butterfly and wrapping like that. I really only do forward double neck wraps, and there I messed up. Hold on. There. That is a forward double neck wrap. The reason double neck wraps are so difficult is because as small as your shoulders or as your triceps are for doing double bicep wraps, your neck is significantly smaller, and it still has to wrap both glow sticks around it. So see, this is the midpoint of a double neck wrap. Look how close these strings are. This is what they're doing in the middle of a double neck wrap. And you have to aim that. You have to aim that from like, you'll be doing a combo or something, and you'll be doing like, whoa, combo. So you have to aim that and then keep on doing other things. So those are very, very, very difficult. I think those are probably the hardest. That's probably the hardest double wrap ever. The same thing is true of your foot. Although it's in front of you, you can see it, so it is a little bit easier. But your foot is also a very small surface. What am I missing? You can do double shin wraps. Yeah, so you can do these shin tricep wraps in butterfly instead of in split time. I suppose you could do like a weird. You could do this, I guess. I'm just thinking of other quick things that you can do. You could do. I like these. This is a shotgun forearm wrap. So each hand does a shotgun, does a forearm wrap, does a shotgun. This one does a forearm wrap, does a shotgun, forearm wrap, shotgun. It's done in butterfly. It looks cool. I like it. You can do these. That's the same thing as the other one, except it's done in split time. So now I'm going to finish this video, and I'm going to do another one on duo wraps. If you want to learn duo wraps, watch the other one. But this is long enough already. Bye.